Live from inside the empty tomb of Jesus Christ himself, we bring you a special edition, a special Easter edition of Not Another Podcast. Sitting across from me is Prophet Jordan Gasparato.
And sitting across from me is Mr. Jacob Bella. You want to be a...
Was that too much?
That's a bit too much.
I don't know. I thought it was. I thought I fuck it. That rolled off my tongue.
You did. You nailed it, really. And that joke was 2019 years too late.
It would have been 1,900 and maybe 1,900 because he was 30 something years old. So
oh yeah, they had
so
that.
Fuck you. You fucked that up.
Sorry.
Nice math, man. It's not Christmas.
Sorry, I didn't get the dates right in Game of Thrones. Ooh.
Game of Thrones.
It's all made up.
Oh shit. Oh shit. What? 1 minute in and you've already offended everyone. It's the most popular religion in the world, man. Actually, I don't know that. I don't know.
All I'm saying is take from the stories, but don't take it so literally, you know?
Yeah, I take it. I'm there. I'm living with you.
I cover my neighbor's wife as much as I can, but just take from it. Don't be a dick. Yeah.
I agree. You know what? I agree.
Off to a great start.
Yeah.
Someone just spat out the Hellcross buns. Fuck this sacrilege.
Yeah, exactly. Skip. Go to watch fucking Joe Rogan podcast and
listen to the other one. That George Lucas. Yeah, just listen to the George Lucas one. That was fucking spot on.
Wait,
from last week.
Really? George Lucas was on Joe Rogan's podcast?
No, I mean our
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, you got me excited. I was like, well, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Jeez, would you imagine that?
Yeah. I don't want to now. So cool, man.
Yeah, cool.
We're here. It's a later time than we're used to recording, and it's not for lack of trying.
No, we
had something to do today.
We had something to do today.
We went to the
Easter show,
the Sydney Royal Easter Show, which is going on for a couple of weeks here around the Easter time. List of things to do there, Jordan.
Big money pit. Really, just I haven't been for 8 years, and I thought maybe there's an improvement. Like, you go to the goats, and you're like, okay, cool, whatever. But like after a while, a goat is a fucking goat.
Fuck you, man! You loved it. I bought the feed for you, and you fucking loved it.
I did, but like they're very intelligent beings, but most of it is just like. Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
That's the reason I wasn't born in the country.
Yeah, well, that's
I
not
enjoyed
the
it
reason.
immensely. I did.
It was the best.
It was good.
That was the best part.
It was the best part.
So we started off all the time doing the animal walk because you got to go see what the current animals' standards are.
Yeah, I want to see the nutsack and be like, here's a breeder.
Yeah, that's
why
it.
we got to breed that into the next batch.
We need bigger balls. Get the biggest balls you can. Here's the breeder.
That's what Charles Xavier's talking about, mutation, just bigger balls.
That's it.
Yeah. And make the better meatballs.
Okay, so money pit, animal petting zoo.
That was good. I wouldn't count that as a money pit. Money pit is
because you don't pay for that section. But no,
you did. But the meat pies, which I'm pretty sure were frozen.
Oh no, that was not a frozen meat pie. Really? That's a cheeseburger meat pie.
It was.
So it had a pickle. It had a cheese.
Why put a pickle in it, man?
Because it's a cheeseburger pie. It's not a cheeseburger without a pickle in it, man.
It's not cheeseburger.
You
without
ate it
cheese.
though. I didn't think you really pulled that out. Like I think you had a good bite of them.
I pulled it.
You did pull it out?
I couldn't. My fingers would get too hot from it. Like.
And so that led us through to the dog pavilion. How'd you feel about the dog section?
I love the dog section. It makes me a little depressed because I'm like, I want a dog.
Yeah. So I've never been there when the Great Danes were on show. So that was like, so each day usually there's something new.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So new dogs and everything like that because that's when they judge them and everything. So it's really good to see the Great Danes there because I grew up with Great Danes in my life.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was back when I used to live not near you.
So I just assume when people come into my life, they just...
Yeah, that's when they've...
Like, there's no backstory.
No, I had a life before
Each person is there just to, like, fill my story.
There was a life before you, Jordan.
Was there?
Yes.
I don't believe it. What a very boring life.
Okay, so we did that, and then we went for a walk through all the sideshows and rides and everything like that, which I'm sorry we didn't go on any rides, Jordan. But like once again, you did say Money Pit, and fuck me.
I was there
that's
just for
not
the
a
hot
Money Pit.
Latino girl, to be honest.
Latino girl?
Oh, there was someone who came into the store. He's like, I work at the Easter show and I work on the photo booth. And like, I'll see you then. He's like, okay.
Which photo booth? Where?
The haunted house one.
Oh, is that why you wanted to go to the
I
haunted house?
I had an
but there were like 3 haunted houses.
It was the one they flew from America. So it was the one with the American accents, obviously. So it was the Colin Jackie.
Yeah, the Colin Jackie.
And I thought, yeah, fate will put us together anyway. So.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Serendipity.
That's lovely.
Oh, yeah. That's a great movie.
Yeah. Serendipity's a movie?
With Kate Beckinsale and John Cusack.
Oh, I was thinking of Serenity.
Trash. You seen Firefly? No! There's a reason why
Stop asking.
It got cancelled, okay?
Because nobody knew about... No, didn't it come out at the same time as Heroes or something? Something else was more popular.
No, they fucked around. It's not going to the Firefly. They fucked around the schedule. So instead of it being 8 o'clock on a certain night, they'd be like, we'll put it at 9 p.m. on Saturday. And then Monday, try to find an audience.
Stupid.
And people are like, I can't find it.
No one's going to want to watch that. Okay, cool.
Something interesting happened this week.
Yeah, tell me.
Pop culture phenomenon. Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Are we going to do this now? Or...
Do what you need to do.
Yeah, the trailer for The Rise of Skywalker came out. And what do you think? Everyone knows I'll probably rip a bit of it apart. But what do you think? What do you think?
Rise of the Skywalker is an interesting name.
Yeah.
Because for what we know, Luke Skywalker died.
Yeah.
The end. You know what I mean?
No one has ever truly gone.
And Princess Leia hasn't really ever gone by Skywalker, has she?
No.
Yeah.
She's always been Organa.
So either Luke finds a way to come back from the dead, which, come on. I mean, he'll be there as a ghost, sure. Or Rise of the Skywalker would mean maybe Rey
yeah.
is a Skywalker?
I sort of had it thought in my head, and I've sort of had it confirmed online that I don't like this theory at all, my own theory, but it seems like Skywalker would be a term for the Jedi, like, you know, a new sort of form of Jedi, and then the Sith would be Ren. So if you're evil dark side user, you're a Ren, then you're a Skywalker. I don't know, like it was just a thought that popped in my head where it's sort of like, oh, Skywalker becomes a title. Okay. I absolutely hate that one, by the way. I would just love it if it was just another Skywalker Rising. But even so, I hate that title so much.
Yeah, what sort of title is it?
It's like, I'm going to steal a joke here, but like, you know, there's like the autistic guy who writes the porno titles, like Midget Fucks Man.
But is it though? Because that's very literal, because what that describes is that someone's watched the movie, someone's gone, Midget Fucks Man.
Yeah.
But with your one, does Luke Skywalker rise?
I don't know.
Physically?
Like, once again, but
it's not in that way. It's
just
autistic.
It just seems it's like episode 3, Anakin goes bad, or episode 7, Han goes ouch. Like, you know, it's just a literal title, and I'm like, we'll see the movie and maybe I'll warm up to it, but as this moment, I'm just going to call it episode 9.
Empire Returns is quite literal.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's like Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, sorry.
But it's
Returns is those are all very literal.
I get it,
so
but like Rise of Skywalker, it's just
thing.
I don't know. It leaves a I'll probably.
It's because of the Rise of the Planet of the Apes, isn't it?
Maybe
that's why you don't like it.
Yeah.
Rise is such a cliche to have in a sequel title.
Yeah, just call it Endgame at this point.
Now that's a good name.
Star Wars Endgame.
That was so good because it was already said in the movie before, and then like we didn't know it was going to be called Endgame.
No,
that was awesome.
But also another thing
was awesome.
Another thing that left me a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I loved all the Kylo bits. It seems to be like an adventure movie, which, you know, Star Wars needs a good adventure movie. You know what I mean? Lando Calrissian, is back.
Was he in the previous one?
No.
Wow.
This is the first time.
This will be interesting to see how he gets back in.
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon.
That's
the only link.
It's when I saw him with his new clothes, it's very reminiscent of the Solo clothes. Okay. Right? So this is clothes that he's worn 50 years, 40. I'm probably the math's wrong. But it just seems kind of sad to me. And then I thought about it for a couple of days. I'm like, but you get guys from the 40s who's like 89 years old and they still wear sort of the nice suits. Yeah. But it just seems very... I don't know, like when I first saw it, my mind went to a 50-year-old man in a club, Ed Hardy show trying to hit on girls. Like it's
Yep.
just sad. Like Lando is to me the coolest guy, like sort of dress wise, suave, charming. Han Solo's sort of just like, yeah, I can do this. But
just
Lando
put
is
something on,
Lando's cool. Han tries to be cool.
I mean, if you refer to the text that Disney has written, Solo and everything like that, he dressed pretty fucking well.
He does. But
in Solo, the movie.
I like to think he'd wear something else. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. It just seems like they're lazy. The costume design's like I really like Solo.
We've only seen a picture.
But we've only seen a picture.
Shit changes.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But Lando's back. Yes.
Yes.
How long is
Billy
he
D.
going to live
Williams.
for? Billy D. Williams.
Another person to die.
Probably. Carrie Fisher's going to...
How is that gonna? What do you think will happen to Carrie Fisher in this film?
Sorry, I'll explain my theory, but in the trailer when she's hugging Rey, that's an alternative take from Force Awakens. And there was a bit apparently filmed where the Resistance had its own sort of super like weapon, and they sort of cut it. Thank God, because it to compete with Starkiller Base. So maybe they'll bring something like that back into it, but she'd probably be dead and coming in flashbacks or something, saying something inspirational.
So she's gonna die off screen.
Yeah. There's nothing.
That'd be sad.
It'd be sad. Like
I reckon it'd be so much cooler if, with what they have of her, they make something where she probably dies.
Yeah.
That's what she deserves, at least.
She's one of the most iconic. You can go to anywhere in the that has,
You
films,
can put,
and you can be like, who's that? Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's one
what
of the
country
most...
was that in?
Kenya?
Okay. Live in Kenya. Welcome to the Kenyanese news report.
This is Kenya's news report. Carrie Fisher has died. Princess Leia.
The whole city is in mourning right now.
We are wearing black in solidarity.
And all the women are wearing buns on side of head. In solidarity for the women that we've loved.
Sorry for the African audience. We
No, we have not got an African audience.
We had one from Ethiopia or something.
No Ethiopians. I'm sorry. We
Well,
got Finland. We got... shit, I've forgotten. But hi, everyone that's foreign listening.
Thank you.
This is something else.
My grandma just loves the sound of your guys' voices. She can't understand a word, but she just likes the screaming. It reminds her of her childhood.
Play me those boys talking.
So, in closing, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Not much more you can say about that. Let's just hope the movie can hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In other news, I think this is like just changing pace completely.
Yeah.
There have been these really interesting memes popping up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the reason it popped up recently, and it's become a bit more forward facing. It is not that,
okay.
But it is about the cathedral. The Notre Dame burning down. One of them was Duolingo, the app.
Yeah.
So there have been like these Duolingo memes popping in through the woodworks.
Yeah.
About how pushy it gets when you miss a class.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, it's like it'll push notification and see like make you feel guilty being like, this class is waiting for you. Why aren't you learning? And stuff like that. Yeah. And so one of them was like the bird that's the Duolingo bird for the icon and everything. It was a picture of him with like red eyes, and it's like, you haven't done your French class in over 2 weeks. Come and check it, or else I'll burn the cathedral. And it was really funny.
I'll take responsibility of that one. This one seems really directed to me.
Yeah, Duolingo is quite threatening and everything like that, and it just reminds me of like. So when I first did Duolingo, what I wanted to do was I wanted to start learning Japanese because I was going to Japan.
All right.
Yeah, and so I signed up for it and I was doing it. I started to get emails in only Japanese, like the emails from Duolingo in only Japanese, and so I was maybe getting those threats, but not really noticing them because they're fucking in Japanese.
Really?
And maybe Duolingo thought that I was much further ahead than I should have been in that class. because I had no idea what they were emailing
I speak
me.
very basic French. I never got a French sort of
Email. Okay, maybe what I like instead of when I was setting it up saying that I'm like English trying to learn Japanese.
Yeah.
Maybe it
trying
just
to
thought
learn
I was
English.
Japanese trying to learn Japanese or some shit. I don't know. That was weird. But that's something that's I've never had to like relate to because I have Duolingo, but it keeps coming in Japanese, and I'm like, I can't help you.
It's almost annoying as when people say, "Oh, you're learning French? Comment ça va? Comment bien?" And it's like, what? I just fucking learned how to say hello. Like, that's like doing a first swimming lesson. Like, all right, we'll swim from this island to that island.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's exact. Yeah, but it's I'm sorry for burning down Notre Dame. Okay.
Wait, that was you because you didn't learn French?
Comment ça va? Ça va très bien? Bienvenue. Oui, oui.
Yeah. So that was really funny for me.
Yeah. Well.
Wow. What a week.
It was a nice
It's
week.
been really quick.
It's a good week.
I did all lates again. Common. But what we did was we played Rust.
Yeah.
This is an interesting I don't know. It's interesting that it keeps coming back to us. So for anyone that doesn't know, Rust is an online survival game where you start with nothing but a rock. You're completely naked
And a torch.
Sure. And I don't really use the torches anyway.
I do.
I guess we do sometimes. Anyway, I digress. You gain. You have a big inventory. Well, not really big. A limited inventory. You gain wood and stone and start getting metals. You have to make a furnace. You kill animals to survive, eat food, all that sort of stuff. It's this full-on survival game with sometimes 200 other people on the same map as you. So your aim of the game is to develop from nothing into some sort of base, grab some weapons, protect yourself with traps in your area so people can't come and get your stuff because they're able to break down your walls with explosives or pickaxes and stuff like
Or
that.
even just a friendly knock on the door. I'm
Or
like,
even
come
just
right in.
Yeah, and come right in and then jack our stuff because we trust too many people.
I
So
leave all the doors open.
the way I usually describe this to people is that it's imagine dropping people onto an island. It's like it's the best social experiment because people would just lose their minds and go crazy and just kill on sight.
Yeah.
So Jordan and I have been playing this for the last week, for a few hours most nights.
Just 14 hours altogether.
Yeah, just keeping the base alive.
Two bases.
Adding to it. We ended up doing 2 bases, yes.
Because we had a very rich benefactor.
So Jordan made some really nice friends. And they
more like clients.
Well,
they come into the base and I, jerk them off and stuff. They're like, here's a couple of wood, and he's like, hey, I got a guy upstairs if you want to. And that's why I use the torch is to single them. When you're offline, I'm like, just get the stuff done. Yeah.
But yeah, Rust is a game that we've played a lot of in the past.
400 plus hours for me.
How many?
400.
400 hours.
I think Crusader Kings is also coming up to 400 hours.
For me, it's 850 hours.
Sounds about right.
But we play with people that have over 3,000 hours of that game. I mean...
Yeah, but we have a social
We
life.
have lives. We work and everything like that. But these people, they're probably in high school.
We have friends to go to the Easter show with.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Good Friday. I'm going to burn you.
Yeah, like I could have easily spent, all today on Rust and playing that and everything like that. But instead what I wanted to do is do a podcast and go to the Easter show.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm 850 hours into this game, and I still have not gotten to the point of having just guns ready to go.
Yeah, but you only have me.
Yeah, that's true. We've never really worked with a big team.
Yeah, so with rich benefactor, I'm just waiting for a pretty woman scenario. I was like, hey, I invested all this money and you start paying.
Well, you know what's gonna happen. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
We're gonna eventually network out and meet up with these people and play with them.
More like they play with you.
I know that sounds weird, but extra hands and all that sort of stuff.
I only do hand stuff.
It's been pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's been pretty fun.
It's nice.
So that's what most of our week has been up to. For anyone that's like doesn't want to hear about games anymore, you can start listening again.
Welcome back.
But now it's time for advertising. Okay. So, no, I've got this. This next. Okay, so just as a shout out, you can email in at napodpod for any sort of ideas for advertising. If you'd like us to do advertising for yourself, we will do it for free. We'll do it for money. It is all up to you. We have listeners all over the world. People in Russia, people in Jamaica, people in Canada. All these, we just stretch all across the world.
Just for the...
So if you have an international company that you would like to be known, or if you would like to have some sort of awareness, email in at napodpod@gmail.com, and you also will have an ad right here in this spot. But right now, we have a special announcement from Leonardo DiCaprio. Hey guys, this is Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, the Earth is degenerating. It's not doing well right now. It's because all those fat cats out there. All those fat cats out there are driving their ships around, and they're just crashing them into icebergs and just hanging and making them just go right down to the bottom of the ocean. Now, all the fish live in the ocean, you sillies, and you know they feed us. So you don't want to go polluting their ground when our grounds are not polluted and stuff. Okay, so what you want to do is, instead of driving your ships around and stuff like that, you want to kill some animals and live in the bears and keep you warm. Why travel overseas when you've got such a beautiful country for yourself? Anyway, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio, and I endorse this message. Save the earth, recycle your plastics, and also tip your waiters. Thanks. Can you believe he did that for free?
For free. I hate this word, but I'm gonna have to use it right now.
Yep.
I never use this word ever, but there's special circumstances.
Yeah, what's that?
What, is Leonardo DiCaprio retarded? I hate that word, but...
Well, I've only seen one thing with him in it, and it was What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He didn't really act that well in that film. Like, he wasn't all there. So
he was playing someone of that mindset.
What have you been playing? Someone?
He's not what's the word? Challenged.
Oh, so he's not like Christian. What's his name?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, where
he
makes himself something.
No.
Oh,
You think the Titanic is like, hey,
what's the Titanic?
Oh, it's a ship, a big metal ship that
is that what he was talking about? That's funny. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and the ship sank, and a director.
I read a book like that. Yeah. It was called The Titanic. Yeah.
They changed it for the movie because they just didn't want. Yeah. They all kept saying, "I love the movie The Titanic."
Oh, he does. It just. I love boats. Sorry, Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, it gets worse than here.
Leonardo DiCaprio, thank you for coming in. Thank you for doing that in person. That was amazing.
Yeah, and please do use your private jet. That probably burns a lot more fuel.
Yeah. No, he uses Rast made out of plastic bottles.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, the clapping is overdoing it.
See, we're gonna be in a movie, and Leonardo DiCaprio's gonna be there, and he's just gonna give us a look, and he's like, "I know." He's like, "How'd you know?" I have people following every time my name's mentioned.
All right, Leonardo DiCaprio, we called you out. Okay,
I called you out.
Okay, well. So if you would like anything to be read in any situation for advertising, just make sure that's in the subject column, advertising, and then napodpod@gmail.com. The link is also in the description, so you can just click on that, create an email, even just saying, "Hey, what's up?" I'll read it online.
Yeah.
And I'll just shout you all out because I love you all for listening.
Yeah.
Even if it's in Russian, I'll pronounce it. Okay, now you've offended them. Now you've offended them. They're not going to email us. They're not going to email us.
I'm wearing a red shirt and gold hat, okay?
Did you say you're raggedy rich?
No, I got a red shirt and a gold hat.
Okay, yeah, what's that mean?
I don't know, I just feel like that's the Russian colours.
Okay, all right. The sign of communism. Okay. Do you know what it's time for?
Yeah.
It's time for... Do you know what it is? Jordan!
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry. That wasn't exactly what I wanted. It was... It's time for headlines, Jordan.
Oh.
That's what we do after the first ads.
I know. I'm just. If you wanted to play someone who's disabled, I want to play someone who's disabled.
Well, you don't play it, do you? You're a method
very
actor.
well.
Okay. Next up, I'm going to start because it's really interesting and it kind of connects to exactly what our last ad was for.
The environment.
Jason Momoa has shaved his beard to raise awareness for recycling.
He shaved his wife?
He's... Daenerys has been shaved. Yes, Khal Drogo has now shaved his beard.
I forgot it was Khal Drogo. I was thinking it was the actual wife.
Yeah. So the beloved Aquaman and Game of Thrones actor shaved his beard for the first time since 2012, doing this to raise awareness of aluminium recycling.
Oh yeah.
I guess this, this is funny. He said that, and then ET Canada says it was to raise awareness for plastic killing the environment.
Okay.
So I guess those are two things that are in disposable razors. Huh?
No, I don't
Why
think he
is
used
this in the
I
news?
think he used one of those metal ones, he used.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
think, yeah, like one of those real Gillette ones. I think I saw a photo before.
Okay.
Kind of stole my ad. But come on, a man like that, he can grow it in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. He can push it out. He just and it comes out.
Yeah.
No?
No. I mean, you can, Warner Bros. Can just digitally add
So
it back on.
there you go, people.
20 million.
If you want to make a statement, just shave that beard.
Don't shave the female you're trying to hide your homosexual feelings towards.
No.
Just your actual physical facial hair.
Yeah, your facial hair, not
Yeah.
your...
Don't do a Jason Momoa. Shave your actual beard.
Yeah, not your fin.
A little bit of inside joke for everyone involved. My one. Cool. So, we've heard a terrible news this week. The Hunchback of Notre Dame's house has burnt down.
He's homeless?
He's homeless. Quasimodo is homeless.
No!
That's not the story.
Okay.
And the story is Notre Dame can be rebuilt with the help of Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, Assassin's Creed Unity on release was a...
No, nothing could play it. Nothing can play it because it was a bad port. No PC could play it.
True. Because I got on PlayStation. So Notre Dame in the game they're very fixated on wanting it to be as detailed as possible.
And they've done this since Assassin's Creed 1.
Yeah, so they scan the whole cathedral, every detail. They have a database sort of on it, and theoretically they can use it to, help rebuild Notre Dame. But I'm sure there's loads of other places that would have Notre Dame.
It's true.
Loaded up.
It's true.
Yeah. So
which is why they instead gave 500,000 euro to the whole rebuilding of it and everything like that, because they were able to get those scans for their personal use and everything like that, and they made plenty of money off of that. They thought the only thing they could do, the least they could do, was that, because they whoever, I guess it's the French government that own it.
Yeah.
Is that how it works, or is it the Pope?
No, French government.
The French government, yeah. So they were allowed to go in there and scan it and do all these 3D scans and stuff like
something
that.
Interesting really happened, right? So I went when I was on my lunch break. I went and got a crepe, right? And there was this French girl there, and she's sort of like, I speak French to her, and she's like, it's a whole thing. But anyway, she's like, did you hear? I'm like, what happened? She's like, oh, Notre Dame burned down. I'm like, oh, did you think, we were just talking, right? And she's like, oh, I'm so devastated. I'm like, oh, I knew why, but I'm like, why? And she's like, oh, international people think Eiffel Tower is, the symbol of France. No, Notre Dame is the symbol of France.
True.
The French Revolution. I'm like, all right, cool. So it's,
2 World Wars, man.
2 World Wars, 200 plus years, or did it take 200 years to build?
18. I think it's
took
quite
a
a long time, yeah.
And long-time home of Quasimodo.
Yeah. And the gargoyle friends, don't forget them.
Yeah, but the gargoyles were removed a week earlier.
Oh, luckily. That's interesting, man.
I
There was no one protecting the building.
There was like a conspiracy, like it was I was on a conspiracy theory, like
course you
Facebook, like it was just I added it because I liked it, just
yeah, it's all right.
And they're like,
don't be ashamed.
the gargoyles were not protecting it, and a week later they burnt down.
The wiggle.
You know what I mean, man?
Oh shit.
The gargoyle gets removed. Is anything gonna happen? 1 week later.
Cool. Well, that's great. I'm glad it's gone. That was a really weird reaction. No. Sorry, guys.
I wish I could have gone, to be honest.
I'm stalling because I'm waiting to read my thing. I'm trying to find it.
Okay,
Okay, here it is.
I'm not going over, brother.
So in other news, people are losing their minds.
Mm-hmm.
People are completely losing their minds, Jordan.
On what?
The newest teaser trailer for Toy Story 4
Yes.
has probably the most lifelike demonstration of an animal in animation form.
Oh yeah.
So Pixar has released like this. It's like a small snippet of the almost like the foes of this movie, which is this cat. And the way the cat stretches, the way the light's bouncing off the cat's fur, and the way the fur individually like spreads out. It's like Sully's fur, you know that like you can see individual things, and the stretching and everything like it's just so natural. People are going like, what the fuck was that? Like they went from like they're doing pictures of Sid from the first one, you know how like he looked kind of manked up and very basic in polygons, to this, and they're like, this isn't the same universe. This is way too real.
I mean, what's his face?
But I'm glad that they're getting a graphical upgrade like most games do.
Like Andy changes all through the movies.
Yes, he does.
He's maybe the same person. So
yeah, same person, but it's changed and upgrade, you know, with all that sort of stuff.
I saw a picture. Maybe we can put a link in the description.
No, we can't.
Why not?
Just let people look it up themselves.
Just want to make it a little bit easier for our
No,
fans.
it's okay. The only way they
I'm
can
just
make
imagining one Russian
if
guy.
they're not even pressing our email to email us in, what makes you think they're going to go, oh yeah, I really want to see a picture of a cat that I can't just go and Google it?
I'm going to type
Okay,
in
then
Toy
you
Story.
do it, Jordan. You upload this thing.
Fine, I will.
For fuck's sake.
Imagine one French person being like, I'm typing in Toy Story and cat and I'm not getting anything.
That was great, Jordan. That was
Thank
funny.
you. It was. That's why I said it.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to Chinese dignitaries who are now listening to our podcast. All right,
Sorry.
Yeah, you ready?
I'm not sorry. I've got to stop saying sorry.
All right, so my article, right?
Ooh.
Around the same time of Notre Dame burning,
Uh-oh.
a little bit of the environmental news that didn't make the news. Another species extinct, this time the Yangtze's giant soft-shell turtle has died. Oh, look at that. That's the real thing. Yangtze's.
Let me see that. Let me read it for you.
No,
I want to see it.
Touch my phone.
Oh, yeah, Yanktas. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It looks like... It must be like an Asian name.
Well, yeah, I'll come on to that.
Yeah.
So the last female has died.
Yep.
And there's now 3 living members of the species left.
Yep.
One male.
Yep.
Another one in Vietnam.
Okay.
A male. And then there's another one whose gender hasn't been identified.
Shit.
Because they don't want to, bring that. Like,
Are they native to Vietnam?
I don't know.
So you don't know the other country, the origins of the other...
I don't know the origins, no, because I didn't look that far.
So the only country we
one
know
in Vietnam.
And?
The Vietnamese haven't used gongs. Is that just a
Who doesn't use gongs?
The French.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so the gender is unknown. I think there's one in China or something. But yeah.
Wait, did you say China? Yep.
Yeah, so the last female, she laid a few eggs in previous years, but it was just they didn't hatch, and they tried to artificially inseminate. Didn't work because she's 90 years old. So that species is officially gone. So be as sad as this, then the cathedral in Notre Dame, the culture, and now the culture of the turtles is now also dying. Lest we forget.
Cool.
That's cool, yeah.
I mean, not cool.
Not cool, but...
Because, any sort of death of a species sucks.
Yeah.
But as long as it's not all turtles. It's fucked up. Is it in result of what we've done in the world?
Yeah, it's been attributed to that. So it's
like a straw stuck up the nose and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knew turtles loved cocaine so much?
I was just about to say that. She had a salary. She put it all up her nose. Surprised she made it this long.
All right, Jordan. My next one. So Kim Kardashian. Who thought I would ever be saying that here? Kim Kardashian.
That's so hot.
Sorry?
That's so hot.
Yes.
Or
Kim
is that Paris Hilton?
Kardashian has recently made a video where she welcomes Vogue into her house with this very candid, like, 70 questions or whatever they do. Like the questions or something like that. And they walk through the house and everything like that. The first thing that happens is they open the door. Kanye's at the door. And then they're like, actually, we're not here for you. We're here for Kim. And he's like, oh. And then Kim's like, yeah, she's here for me. And then he's like, and then Kim's like, go take care of the kids. And then she answers a whole bunch of questions. They eventually go to the bedroom. No doors. No doors. So like the entrance, there's the hallway. There's this big nice lighting and everything like that. There's like a big hall, and then turn right, just like a hallway, and then straight into their room. No doors. And then into the next room where the bathroom is, no doors again. Like, it's this whole fucking house where they've designed it themselves to, be very specific. Mm-hmm. So the thing that people are losing their minds about the most it's not even about what Kim said. It's about, this one piece of furniture in their house, which is in their bathroom, they have these sinks.
Yeah.
The sinks are it's a flat tabletop with a faucet and taps. And they're like, where does that water go? That is the weirdest sink I've ever seen. All it is this little hole in it.
Yeah.
And so the people were up in arms. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, do you just have a wet floor all the time? Are you just that rich that you have a maid that goes and mops it up every time it gets wet?
It's kind of obvious, really.
I know it's obvious, but the way it's shot, if you look at the actual picture of how far they got into the actual room, mm-hmm. You can't see that.
So you didn't see it in action or anything? You just saw
no.
the top?
So, but it took until Kim Kardashian was like, all right, everyone settle down. I'll take a video of what it actually looks like. And she slams that water on, and there is a slight dip in the top of the counter.
And we just
yeah, exactly. And she's like, Kanye actually designed this. And so, wow, of course he did.
I am an engineer. I know symmetry and mathematics.
Well, it wasn't even that. I guess he just if you draw something you get a bright mind on it.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's like Steve Jobs doesn't write a thing of code, but does
on the back of Wozniak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's some more news for y'all.
That's some good news. All right.
But look that up if you ever want to watch something that's kind of cringeworthy but quite interesting, and you won't learn anything more about Kim Kardashian.
Watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Other than just seeing her weird house. Go see this weird Vogue interview.
Jesus.
Even just for the Kanye aspect, because I watched a bit of it, and one was like, "Hey Kanye," they do ask him one question. He's like, "Hey Kanye, what's the best part about being a father?" And he goes,
"George Bush hates black people."
He goes, "The kids." That's all he says. It's fucking weird, dude.
He's a proud father.
It's like he's taking the piss. Yeah. It's really funny.
Yeah. All right. This one's in a little bit of movie news.
Yep.
We talked about the Rise of Skywalker, but we didn't talk about Game of Thrones. So this is a little bit of a Game of Thrones headline.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get that headline and then we'll segue into
I know.
First episode of Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 1, whatever the name of the episode was called.
Winterfell. That's what the title is called. Cool. Cool. So those of you who haven't seen the new episode, why? Those of you who have, I'll explain. A guest director came on the first episode of Season 8 of Game of Thrones.
What?
Mr. George Lucas, who was in the studio last week, kept that a secret.
Yeah.
So those of you who haven't seen the episode, watch the episode and come back, or skip. Just keep skipping.
No, don't skip at all. You've watched the episode.
Yeah, I've watched
it. It is way too late in the fucking Game of Thrones things. If you haven't caught up and you're not watching it live, you are a fucking monk. you're a
Jacob
fucking
going to
monk.
Iran.
And you don't even, like, you probably don't even know what words I'm saying because you're from Tibet. You're on like the mountaintops. You've smoked a fucking purple flower and you're gone insane. So you don't even know what I'm fucking saying. I'm the voice of fucking Gaia, the fucking god. Anyway, keep going.
Okay. So he directed the episode, and there's a certain scene. He didn't direct the episode. He directed a certain scene of the episode.
Wow.
I bet you're thinking which one it is.
Yeah,
there's a
people
scene
are.
where John and Danny fly on their dragons to like a waterfall, and they
Their
sort of have like
dragons.
a. Well, they've been dating for a month, and already it's stuff. And it's a scene where they get all lovey-dovey in front of the waterfall, and George Lucas directed it.
I knew it was.
Yeah.
And so I said this to Jordan last night when he told me, "Did you know?" Because he's not keeping secrets about this sort of stuff anymore. But he's like, "Did you know?" And like he said, "I'm also going to use this for my headlines." But did you know he directed a scene? And I'm like, straight away I knew the waterfall scene where they embrace each other.
Exactly.
And I was like, when they fly and they embrace each other, and he's like, yeah, when they the waterfall scene. I'm like, holy shit, I was right.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because it's like the Hayden Christensen, Padme.
Yeah.
What's not Padme? What's her name?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. That sort of it's the same sort of scene where they're like cutting the pear and shit like that. And I'm like, this is how it should have been with proper connection.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hayden Christensen's a brick wall. You can't throw anything at him. I mean, you can, but it will bounce back and do nothing. So like, it's like one of the successful scenes because he didn't do the casting.
But can you just imagine him directing that scene?
Yeah.
Could you just imagine, like, so George, that's Kit Harington. So George, how would I play this scene? Well, it's a bit of a, it'll call back to, the scene with Ygritte from season 3 where she's like, let's stay in the cave forever, and you have this little melancholy moment because it's sort of compounded by everything that's happening, the Night's King coming down from the north, and the dragon's been taken, and, it's just all this sort of emotion in your face. Just do a little smile, sort of like a little sad look, and then embrace her, because you might be dead. Wow, that's really well thought out, George. Oh, I'm just joking. Fucking kiss her. Like, I give a fuck.
Actually, the
I'm not even getting
dude, be careful.
Sorry. I'm not even getting a screen credit with this. I don't give a fuck. Just kiss her and do what you want.
It's a hobby for me.
It's Amelia Clark. Do what you want.
Yeah.
One of the blondes anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped something.
Yeah, you did. You dropped something, John.
There you go. Just George Lucas just doing this whole thing.
Yep. He's like the most, like, he knows everything about it. He's read all of it.
Yeah.
He talks to George R. Martin on the reg because they both are part of the George Club.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, them and George Clooney.
Ooh.
Yeah, all three of them hang out. Grey Foxes.
Can you imagine that dinner party? Is that George Martin or George Clooney?
George R. Martin. Hey, George, you okay there? I just thought of something. Have you got a typewriter or something? I need to type this. No, we don't have any typewriters in this house. This is a digital house. Okay, don't worry. I'll write it next year.
Making George Clooney a slob. You can imagine, like, if you didn't realize Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen was Jon Snow's parents, you don't deserve to raid. It's fucking obvious. But anyway.
I digress. So we should just roll into Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Wow.
There's a whole title sequence that you can't even see because it's
So
all
that
visual.
title sequence, everything's different,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's new, right?
There's different. I saw a breakdown, I think, and all I can remember is there's the Red Wedding being referenced.
I like how it goes. It's like, it looks like it's going to be normal, but then it goes inside the things,
Yeah.
and you're like, ooh.
Really spending the money where it counts.
Well, I just think it's a really smart way of doing it. It once again keeps it a very active. I don't think there's one time I've watched Game of Thrones and not watched the whole intro. Never happens for me.
Yeah, for first watches, but
Not even first watches.
Really?
Yeah, when I went and watched them again recently, kept watching the beginnings as well.
Did you have control of the remote?
Yeah, I'm the remote holder.
Oh, you're a remote holder. Wow.
I'm the remote holder of I wear the pants. I wear the pants. Is that a weird way to say it like that? Okay.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Yeah. So, what do you have to say about the episode entitled Winterfell.
Well, it's great.
Yeah.
Bran, someone get him a fucking disabled ramp because he needs to get out of the freaking keep. How is he warm? I don't understand.
He has furs.
Okay,
Still
sure.
in furs.
They just like wrap him in furs, no frostbite.
Yeah, wrap them in furs. That's why they're furs.
He needs a Hodor. Another one.
I heard Brienne's not doing anything.
Yeah. She's okay.
A lot of... I love the episode, but
Yeah.
I felt like a lot of it is... I don't know how you could fix it. Like, I have a thing where it's like, if you have a problem with something, come with something better. But I don't have anything better. Like, you have literally Jon Snow riding a dragon. Every book fan, show fan is like, this is a scene. And it kind of felt a little bit... I kind of liked the scene, but a lot of people didn't. But the scene I didn't really like was when they're all coming down and they're saying everything just as the show starts, and they're like, Bran, we haven't got time for this, the Night's King has your dragon. Daenerys like, oh, but we as an audience don't do that. He's doing this thing where he takes off a clip of his headphones and then
Bites
just to
it
throw
like
me
a-
off
like a biscuit.
like a fucking psychopath.
Sorry, keep going, yeah.
And she's sort of like, oh, okay. I'm like, but us as an audience know that happened. How do you know about that? That
Who,
should
Bran?
be... No, Bran would know because he can see things that are happening. But Daenerys doesn't know. So she'd be like, oh. Because she didn't see it rise. They didn't know about the wall, did they?
They have been in communication. Like, they have... When they're marching and everything like that, there's someone going back and forth, or there's ravens and all that sort of shit.
But ravens only work once. It doesn't... Ravens... God,
So, imagine Winterfell ravens.
Yeah.
But they're taken for a trip.
Yeah.
They're walking around, and no matter where they are, they'll go back to Winterfell.
True, but they're coming from south, not north. Because when they all came, it sort of seemed like in the trailer of episode 2, he's like, how long have we got? Like, he didn't know the wall's fallen down because they haven't had anyone.
It seems like time has passed since the last.
Probably
episode.
a week or two, I think. Maybe a week or two tops. But it just kind of seems like... Yeah, it seemed like you should be reacting really different. Like, wait, they have one of my dragons? Because they wouldn't have known. Because if the war... I don't know. It just seemed like there wasn't that much urgency.
You didn't have the right... It's almost like they didn't tell you the right information.
Yeah, it kind of
like,
seemed
how
like
does she know?
We know.
You want to know.
Yeah,
you want to know how she knows.
How does she know?
Yeah.
Because we as an audience member have seen it happen.
I just use that as an example of maybe they got told somehow.
The plot.
Yeah.
The plot needs to happen. I got
Yeah.
you. What else? I like the Tyrion and Sansa thing, where that was a nice reunion.
Yeah.
But
there was a whole lot of good nice reunions.
it was a nice
in
reunion. Gendry and Arya.
that was interesting.
That was...
She was way too flirty. I'm like, the one thing I was like, oh, they're gonna bang, and then I'm like, only if she turns back now. And then like she's walking up, and then she turns back, and then like smiles, and then goes back. I'm like, holy shit, they're gonna bang.
Because it's a nice little... I love parallels in stories. So it's sort of Robert Baratheon, Lyanna never happened. So the one that's more like Lyanna, Robert Baratheon's son get together. So it's a nice little symmetry. I'm all for it, because Sansa's obviously going to be Lady of Winterfell.
Yeah.
Arya has nowhere to go. They'll legitimize Gendry to be a Baratheon to continue that line. Mm-hmm. So he's the last Baratheon anyway. So the Baratheon line lives. Tyrell's, sorry. Sansa, Dawn, sorry.
Yep.
But what else?
I'm thinking of something that's really bugged me, and he was in the background of one of the scenes when everyone was walking into Winterfell.
Yeah.
And he has longer hair, and he's been doing training with, for a few seasons now. He's been doing training with Lyanna of Tarth. Podrick.
Yeah.
Is what's gonna happen to him? He has to show somehow he's learnt something from all this time being with people. So what I think is he's gonna kill the Night King.
Yeah, or at least it'd be like...
And then he's gonna die killing the Night King.
Yeah, it could be like a Neville Longbottom thing where he doesn't kill he didn't kill Voldemort.
No, but
he did the thing that did the final blow.
Yeah.
I could go with that. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that thought. I don't know why, or maybe he kills the dragon. I don't know. Something interesting has to happen, because why else have they attempted to train him in any way of defending himself?
It's
in the story.
Okay, so
why are you showing this?
In the book, Brienne and Podrick's relationship reminisces of it's these novellas that happen about 100 years before Game of Thrones, where it's this low sellsword, and he essentially trains one of the Targaryens who becomes like a great king. So you know how there was Summerhall? Do you like that?
I don't know shit.
So essentially, he's trying to bring back the dragons, and it burns down. And the knight, who's extremely fucking tall, saves baby Rhaegar, so Jon's father. So he saves the baby and dies doing it. He's like one of the bravest Kingsguard ever. So that sort of... It very much resembles that sort of thing, because it's implied that she's his descendant. So in the story, it's sort of more of...
Wait, she's the descendant?
Brienne is the descendant...
Of the savior of
that
Rhaegar.
guy. Yeah.
So what's that got to do with Podrick?
No, in the story, it's one of those... like, Podrick... It isn't really important. It's just more of a callback to that sort of thing. So I don't know if
No,
Podrick...
it doesn't mean anything. What are you talking about? How does that connect
Well,
in any way?
on the show, it's a lot more pronounced. But in the thing, it's just more like Podrick follows her around. Like it's...
Yeah, so that's my question.
Yeah.
Why? Why do they focus so much on Podrick? Why are they training him up when he could easily just be a goofball?
Well, like in the books, it isn't as in-depth.
I know,
as
I'm not asking you about the books. I'm asking you about the fucking episode.
Well, the fucking episode could be what you want to do, but I'm just talking about in the books. In the books, he's
I
not
don't
really
care
that
about
important.
the books, dude, because the books aren't important.
Well, important to
At
me.
this point, they're not important.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is it's sort of like they can do what they want. There isn't like this
I
grand
know
part
that.
in the book that they're
I know
following.
that, but
yeah.
why did you bring up frickin' Brienne of Tarth and her history? I didn't need to know
Because
that
it's
shit.
sort of, it means it's not important, so they can do what they want. Don't do this to me, man.
I didn't need to know that shit. I thought you were telling me something that made sense, like the history of Podrick. I'm asking you about Podrick.
Well, they just added him. They're going to add him into the battle. Like, I doubt he's going to be in the Battle of Winterfell in the actual story. I doubt that so much.
But he's there.
But he's there. But now you can have him do his little heroic moment. All I'm saying is it's sort of...
I just think they've spent way too much time for us to like him, for us to see him that he's just like, changing hands and all that sort of stuff. And then also like going to the extent of having scenes where she's training him. It's just too much for me. I'm like, you don't need to do that. They're not doing that with anyone else.
We shall see.
Interesting.
About that. It's interesting. What else have we missed?
You can just not make sound.
Dead air. I got nothing. I'm not thinking of anything that's sort of Arya's weapon. Maybe
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Yeah.
So is that just another dagger that she wants, or like out of dragonglass? Or?
Maybe it's just like a spear or something.
Is it a spearhead?
Maybe it seemed long. It could like extend. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
In the books, it's actually no.
Like it looked like a double-sided sort of.
Yeah,
weapon.
so you could sort of
like,
and then make it
like a back and a forth and sort of thing. But interesting. I love how she's just gaining all these weapons now. She's got the dagger. She's got the pin. She's got hopefully that one. But her boyfriend's making it, so it's going to be made with love. It'd be the first weapon I made you. At the same time when I made you this, I also made you an obsidian ring. Will you marry me?
Okay.
Did you know I was in Skins?
Oh yeah, he was. Wow,
yeah.
shit.
I didn't watch it. I just know that
I
shit.
just know it too. Yeah. I got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time
Too
for
busy
that.
reading Game of Thrones.
Yeah. And reading old novellas that make no sense.
Those novellas are fucking amazing.
All right, man. Well then, that is time for... we've gone way over time.
Yeah, well,
we were going to do an interview. Should we see if the interview's here?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll get Gene Stevenson's in there.
Oh, fuck Gene Stevens. Who is it going to be someone special?
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck you. I'm going to go. I'm going to get out of here.
All right, bye.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Not Another Podcast. I'm Gene Stevens, and you're watching Fake Ones with fake questions and even faker people. Today we have the King of the Jews himself, Jesus Christ, here. Jesus, hello? Are you here?
Yeah, so are you?
Okay, hey, how you doing?
How are you, old man?
I'm great, man. So
You just appeared out of nowhere.
Well, yeah. Well, no, you appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
So, the reason we can get here in this time is that I've mastered the art of time travel through conversation.
God damn it, man, you've done it. Not even Pa could do that.
Look, the only detriment to this is that it has to be where you are on the day of this event.
So you're saying the day of this event, I have to travel to any point in time?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing.
Will I be in my body at that time, or will I be an outside spirit?
All right. Once again, time travel does not make any sense to me, and thank you, Steven
damn it,
Spielberg,
boy, try
for
to
making
make
sense of
sense.
it in 3 films. Okay, so Jesus Christ, I'm here to talk to you about some of the great things you've done in this world.
Well, yes, good chap. About time. I'm also an inventor, you know.
Oh, you're an inventor. That's really great. Tell me more.
You see that table that's higher than usual?
Yeah, how could anyone sit at that table?
Well, you need a bloody big chair, boy.
Oh, okay.
I invented the high top table.
Oh, you invented the high top table. That's great. Have many people bought it?
Plenty.
Okay.
I was ahead of my time. All you had to do was wait 2,000 years, and you damn well made a bit of coin.
Okay, so I can see that you're not looking like you're in the best of shape right now. Like you're chained up actually. So what's currently happening to you?
Oh God, it started, hasn't it? The time traveling process.
What? No, you're not time traveling. I'm the one that's time traveling. What are you doing? You're chained up currently.
Well, all I was doing was having some dinner with some pals, and then some Jews came into the room and lashed me up saying, "You're a heretic."
Jews?
I am also the king of the Jews, and they don't damn well like it, but they have to be in my fucking corner.
Okay, so they brought you here, and do you have a hearing or anything? What currently is your state?
No, like O.J. Simpson, I did not have a proper trial.
Okay, and do you know how you got to this point?
I don't know. I was just having Chinese with some friends, and
Chinese?
Yes, it's a delicacy from the Far East.
Okay. Well, like, in our history, we say that the last thing that you had was just bread and wine with your 12 disciples. Oh, sorry, friends. So tell me more.
You try explaining Chinese food to a person who's never seen Chinese food.
So the conversion in Arabic was drinking wine and bread?
Yes, because when you're confused, you're just like wine and bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that explains it all. Wait, some people are coming in right now.
Oh, yes, these are the... Oh,
What's happening here?
is this an impromptu performance?
No,
Are we selling tickets?
they're yelling at you.
What?
What is this?
Why'd you call me a dirty old Jew, old chap?
Okay, this is really strange.
My mother's a saint.
Have I come at a bad time?
Ah, they're throwing rocks at me.
Oh, no.
And I'm chained up. Oh! Some guy came behind with a chair. Oh! It's a whip.
Okay. So I'm not sure if we can you hear me right now? The people are really loud at the moment.
I don't know, but it feels like I'm bleeding out.
Yes.
I usually have the healing power of Superman, but now it's damn well failed me.
Well...
Oh,
okay.
God damn it.
So right now the Romans are currently hitting you in the back. So tell me, how does this feel?
It feels pretty damn awful. You've been whipped by an Italian before? Oh, God, that hurts. Oh, Jesus Christ, and there's hooks in that one. I'll never be a quarterback for the NFL now. Oh, God, Father, do not forsaken these men. Fucking damn it, I'm anticipating it before it happens. Oh, God.
Okay, that was 39 whips. Okay, that was really... Okay, so...
I felt every damn one of them.
It looks like you don't look great.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. What's your name again?
My name's Gene Stevenson.
Gene Stevens, I'm just putting on a brave face.
You really have a great personality for interviews in a time of this. Like, you look battered.
I'm bruised. I'm like Madonna after she married Sean Penn. Okay. You won't get that joke for another 2,000 years.
Okay, Lord. So, Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, what's next for you?
Hopefully to get some Gatorade and some Dettol and heal these damn wounds.
Oh no, they're coming back.
Oh God, they're filing in.
Oh God.
Yes.
So he's currently no. Don't say yes.
Yes.
Why are you saying yes?
Vote Hillary.
They're not saying that.
Break the glass ceiling.
They're throwing a cross on you right now.
Well, good chap.
What? And you have to carry it. What is this Roman saying? He says he's got to take it up the hill.
I don't speak.
You do not look healthy enough to do
I
that.
don't speak gringo, my friend. I'll do damn well what they ask.
Okay. Let's walk up there.
Oh God, it's heavier than usual. My powers are failing. I am just a mere mortal man with grievous wounds. Have you any questions about my life?
Look, right now I'm just trying to live in the moment and try and figure out. I'm trying to tell everyone what's going on right
damn
now.
old chap, help me with this damn cross.
Do I look like a guy named Samuel?
I don't get the reference.
Okay. All right. We're at the top of the hill. All right, we're at the top of the hill now. It looks like the crowds are starting to calm down a bit, which is great.
Damn, what is it? Did Stone Cold Steve Austin come into the room? Why are they so chatty?
Well, they're asking you to lay down now.
I'm not gonna lay down. I'd
They
rather
want you to
die
lay
on my
down.
feet than go on my knees.
They'd rather you lay down than.
Jesus Christ! I have to
You have to lay down. Okay, lay
Why
down.
don't you whip that old Samuel? He did half the work. Jesus!
Don't talk back to them. They don't like that.
I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to get a kink of this. Jesus Christ!
This might be the most sacrilegious thing we've ever done.
All
All right, he's laying down now.
I need a rest.
So, okay, they're picking up a hammer. What are they gonna do with this?
Hopefully build me a little... Jesus Christ!
Do you say your own name when you're shocked or in pain?
Or in mid-climax. Mary Magdalene of the Cross. Ow! Oh, geez, that went through the hand. Good thing I'm right-handed. Oh, no. Oh, not my writing hand. I'm a poet, you know. I was thinking of a book about my adventures. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Samuel, who helped me on the cross, dear boy, help me. Okay, well, the hands are not as painful as the feet, so I've been told. There they've done it. They fucked that up. They only put one foot in. They're lining me up. Go!
Okay, so just as your final moments, you don't look great and they've hung you up.
I've seen better days, old sport.
So tell me, what's going through your mind right now? What do you want to do?
When I see Dad, I'm gonna give him a damn well thrashing.
Okay, and do you have any final words you'd like people to say or know from you?
That I will be risen in 3 days, right at this moment.
Okay.
And forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they've done.
So right now, we have to welcome one of your friends, John, to the thing.
Yes, John, my noblest disciple, one of the many 12.
Hello, Jesus.
Hello.
Hello. Just when you were about to die, and I was wondering if.
Good chap, I not have died yet. They haven't risen the cross yet.
I was just wondering if I could date Mary.
My mother? Don't you dare go near that woman's vulva.
Okay, I mean...
that is Holy Trinity.
I mean, Mary Magdalene.
My wife? Who I met in a brothel?
I mean...
how dare you, sir? She does not sell herself for coin no more.
I mean...
her words is all the currency she needs.
I mean, you are going to die, and I was wondering,
have you heard my voice?
Yes?
I shall rise in 3 days and be a new man.
Okay, but...
fresh from these wounds.
3 days is a lot of time. I can stop in 3 days.
That is a legal loophole, sir, and I'm impressed, but I do not approve.
Okay, oh, Jesus, you look a bit off color. Let me just,
Oh, Jesus, that wasn't even the Romans.
Stop saying your name!
Now they're...
Guys, something's happening. This is Gene Stevenson. The earth is crumbling. Jesus, is this you? Jesus Christ. Jesus!
I am the voice of God. You have forsaken my son. You shall suffer the consequences.
Well, that was an interesting interview. Hopefully, Gene Stevenson can come back from that one.
You've just witnessed a murder and a resurrection.
Wait, Jesus, are you back after the... Wow.
Well, of course, sir. You think I spent all my 2,000 years in a cave? I got out of there the second I woke up.
All right, well, that's all we've got time for. Thanks, everyone, for listening to our little...
And yes, he did sleep with Mary Magdalene.
All right, Jesus, you're going to have to let me
I'm going
do
to
this.
disappear into the netherworld.
Please. Okay.
Goodbye, oh
Please
child.
leave. I'm trying to sign this off. Thank you, everyone, for listening. It has been a great podcast with Jordan Gasparato. He has left, but we're here with Jesus Gasparato. I mean, Jesus Christ.
The greatest.
I should know that because he said his
Jordan
name
Gasparato
so
is
many
descendant
times.
of kings and gods.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Follow me on Mr. J himself on most platforms. Email us in at napodpod@gmail.com.
And if you don't do it, that's sacrilege. Is that a nail still in my hand?
Yes, you're going to have a hole for a very long time.
Jeez, I'll be following that stigmata around.
Okay, thanks everyone for dropping by. You can follow Jordan at AllBrandStark on Instagram. He posts funny things, and look out for a new Game of Thrones themed post. Thank you, and good night. Good night? Or whatever time you're listening. Good afternoon, good
Jesus,
evening,
that,
and good night.
That performance was a little off.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a 2 hour.